Genetic evaluation relies on management group. Thus, you need to undertake the rules regarding management group creation to obtain accurate breeding values. Management groups aim to isolate as much as possible environment effects on an animal performance to evaluate accurately the genetic effects. How to remove environment effects from performance? By comparing lambs of the same breed or cross, raised in the same frame time, a maximum of 41 days from the older to the younger, raised in the same building or pasture and the same conditions, having the same management and feeding, whose dams have the same management, so breeding method, feeding, etc. We can then compare apples with apples. Lambs raised in the same environment, so having the same feeding, ventilation, space, will have the same opportunity to perform. Thus, differences measured in performance are due to genetics. Some particular situation may require a different management of the group to ensure environment effects will not influence the lamb's performance. Here are some examples. The use of hormones are CDR, PMSG injection, artificial insemination protocols, and others may advantage the prolificacy of the use compared to natural mating. This has an influence on reproduction trait and it may create bias on the breeding values. This mainly affects maternal and prolific breeds. Lambs from natural mating should be placed in a different management group from lambs whose dams receive hormonal treatment. In that way, the prolificacy comparison between the dams will be fair. Some farms will apply different feeding protocols to males and females after weaning. Restricted feeding for females before 100 days weighing will impact their growth. Farms applying those protocols should separate the males and the females in two different management groups. That way, the males and females are fairly compared with animals having the same feeding management and have the same chance to express their genetic potential. We can expect that animals fed at will have better average daily gain, so they need to be compared together, where animal restricted should be compared in another group. If the restriction is applied after the 100-day weights have been taken, then the lambs can all remain within the same management group. It may happen that animals are affected by disease. If so, we need to evaluate the situation to determine how to manage the lambs groups. Did the lamb lose weight between the 50-day and 100-day weighing? Is the weight difference significant with the group average? Are only few sick animals or all the group? If there are many sick lambs, you should separate the group in two management groups, one for the healthy lambs and another for the lambs affected by disease. If only few animals are sick, you don't need to create two management groups. If the 50-day and or the 100-day weights of sick animals, could be like from pneumonia or diarrhea, are very low, they shouldn't be recorded within GenOvis. You should also record a common code to keep a track that those lambs were affected by disease. Here are some examples of common code used on GenOvis. If you are unsure about how managing the lambs group, contact our team. We will discuss with you to determine the better way to manage the situation. Some minimum criteria are highly recommended to create good management groups for accurate genetic evaluation. When it is possible on your farm, try to apply those criteria. The minimum recommended size for management group is 20 lambs, so 10 per sex, weight at 50-day and 100-day. More lambs are within a group, better are the comparisons between the lambs as there is more difference in lambs' performance. 50-day and 100-day weights must be recorded in the allowed frame time. Weights of animals weighed out of this range of time are not included into breeding values. Have a minimum of 2 sires per management group. Furthermore, 3 sires and more will improve the comparison between the progeny performance. The lamb's paternity must be known when possible. Repeat use of these rams in 3 other management groups to increase the accuracy and differences of lamb performance measured within different groups. Target a similar number of mates per ram. In this first example, the rams 1, 2, and 3 mate the same number of ewes in each group. The groups are well balanced. In this second example, the number of ewes bred per ram is quite different. The rams number 1 is overused in all the groups. This may affect the reliability of genetic evaluation, as there is not that many progeny of ram 2 and 3 to do good performance comparison. Attribute ewes having good breeding values to all the ram ewes, not only your top ram. This will optimize comparison of lambs sired by different rams within the same environment. Aim for high-quality data collection and do your best to meet the minimum criteria of the management group to obtain reliable breeding values. The management groups are the basis of accurate genetic evaluations. It is the starting point of the comparisons between the lamb's performance and so on the breeding values.